of the following statements is are sufficient to answer the question? Now from the options you can understand that this is a data sufficiency question, right? Like option 1 says statement 1 alone sufficient to answer the question, and statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. And then question also clearly says which of the following statements are sufficient. So a sufficiency question here. Now what is this question here? Is S the mother of M? Is S the mother of M? Remember, this is a very important type of question in data sufficiency. What is different about this? The question starts with is. I have also mentioned this in the video, data sufficiency video, that whenever the question starts with is, was, with like is, was, that answer will be either yes or no. These are like true or false questions. Like, do you have your exam tomorrow? It's either answer is yes or no, right? I mean, of course, you can say that I have my exam on 16th of October, but then is S the mother of M? What will be the answer? Yes, S is the mother of M. No, S is not the mother of M. We are not worried about what actually the relationship is. Is S the father-in-law of M, or is S the granddaughter of M? We don't care about that. For this question, when you say is S the mother of M, you should either say yes or you should say no. And remember, no also is the correct answer. Even if we say no is the answer, it is correct. Like for example, if somebody says, did you attend the class? You will say no. I did not attend the class. Is that a wrong answer? Even that's a correct answer, right? You did not attend, so you're saying no. So the point is, remember that no also is a correct answer in such cases. I mean, it can be false. The statement can be false. Many a times what happens, I mean, with most of the students is that they get the answer as no using the given statements and say that neither one nor two is sufficient. But understand, you getting the answer no shows that you have got the answer. So, which means you've got the answer. So you cannot say neither one nor statement 2 is sufficient. Alright, let us solve this. That will give you more clarity. So is S the mother of M? Statement 1, M is the sister of Q. So according to statement 1, M is the sister of Q. M is the sister of Q. So female clearly and sister of Q. Q is the sister of R. Q is the sister of R. So Q is also female sister of R. And R is the daughter of S. R is the daughter of S. Remember, M is sister of Q, Q is sister of R, R is daughter of S. So clearly M, Q, R, all three are siblings and all of them are females, right? Sister, sister, daughter. So all three are sisters, right? M, Q, R, all are sisters, siblings. And they are daughter of S. Now a question here is S the father or mother? See, R is the daughter of S means M is also the daughter of S. Yes or no? All three of them belong to the same parent. But then M is the daughter of S. Is S the mother of M? Not clear. It depends on the gender of S, right? Gender of S is not known to us. S can be male or female. Both are possible. So the point is, from statement 1, we are not able to answer this question. Look at this diagram and tell me, is S the mother of M? I don't know. S can be the mother of M or S can be the father of M. Can you say yes or no for this one? Can you give the answer as yes or no? Look at this. Is S the mother of M? Can you say yes? No. Because if you say yes, you are saying that S is female, which we don't know. Is S the mother of M? Can you say no? How do you say no? Because if you say no, you are trying to say that S is the father. But do you know that S is the father? No. So basically, because of the gender of S being not available here, we cannot answer the question using statement 1 alone. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Look at statement 2. Statement 2 says M is the daughter of L. M is the daughter of L. L. Who is the sister of V? M is the daughter of L. Who is the sister of V? Who is sister of V means what? L is the sister of V. Now if you look at statement 2, M is the daughter of L and L is the sister of V. Now there is no there is no mention of S at all. In statement 2, there is no mention of S at all, right? Is anything given about S here? No, nothing is given about S. So is S the mother of M? We don't know. Statement 2 is insufficient. So even statement 2 alone is not sufficient. So 1 alone is not sufficient, 2 alone is not sufficient. And you very well know that when the statements independently fail to give the answer, we go for combination. Now try to combine the statements. If you combine the statements, what happens? See, from statement 1 we know that M is the daughter of S. From statement 2 we know that M is the daughter of L. So clearly S and L are husband and wife. Yes or no? Statement 1 says M is the daughter of S. Statement 2 says M is the daughter of L. So S and L have to be married. And we now also know that L is female. If L is female, obviously S would be male. So in the earlier case where the gender of S was not known to us, I mean we were worried about the gender of S. Now it's very clear. because S and L are married to each other and L is female, S has to be a male person. So by combining the two statements, what do we get to know? Look at this part now. The question is S the mother of M? Is S the mother of M? No. We are able to say no. Yes or no? How are we able to say no? Because we know that S is the father of M. Yes or no? Is S the mother of M? You will say no. Why are you saying no? Because you have got to know that S is the father of M. How did you get to know that S is the father of M? Using the two statements together. Which means you are able to give the answer as no for this question using both the statements together. And hence, you should say both the statements 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the question. Are you able to follow? No can be a correct answer. Remember, overall, is S the mother of M? You will say no. Now, because it is no, don't mark neither 1 nor 2 is sufficient. I mean, that's a fact. S is not the mother of M. What is your fault in that? S is not the mother of M. So, which means you are able to answer this question. And hence, you should mark the answer as option 5. Both 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the question. Is that clear to all of you? I think still Vandana and Arshdeep have mentioned the answer as option 4. Answer is not option 4. Answer is option 5. Saurabh Singh says, but sir, statement 2 alone is sufficient. How is statement 2 alone sufficient, Saurabh? Tell me, how do you say statement 2 is sufficient? From statement 2, I don't know anything about S. What I only know that M is the daughter of L, L is the sister of V. The question is saying, is S the mother of M? My answer will be, I don't know. From the given data, I don't know is S the mother of M or not. So you would say, because L is the mother of M, S is not the mother of M. Okay, hold on. I think he has got a point. Is S the mother of M? Okay, so Saurabh, you have got a point. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I think it should not be option 5. Look at it once again. Is S the mother of M? Here we know that L is the mother of M. So is S the mother of M? No. I think yes. Statement 2 alone is sufficient. Okay. So thank you for pointing that out. Sorry, I think even I've got it wrong. Answer should be option 2. Statement 2 alone is sufficient. Yeah. Statement 2 alone is sufficient. Why is statement 2 alone sufficient? Okay, I was looking at S not being available, but the point is because, I mean, let us forget about the connection now. From statement 2, we know that L is the mother of M. So, is S the mother of M? No, because L is the mother of M. So, I think statement 2 alone is sufficient. Good. So, answer should be option 2. Which of the following expression means V is son of D? V is son of D. Now go with the previous point that we have discussed. Which of the following means V is son of D? Which of the following means V is the son of D? So one technique that can be used here is what we have discussed in the blood relations model 2. If you have gone through the blood relations video, in model 2 we have discussed something called as the gender and generation gap technique. You can just rule out or eliminate the options based on 2 points. One is the gender and the second one is the generation gap. Right, the gender and the generation gap, right? So that can be tried here, but just go with what we have discussed a few seconds ago. See, V is the son of D. Look at option 1. V is at the end. See, V is the son of D means what? V has to be a male person. Which of the following expression means V is the son of D? V has to be a male person. Now look at this. L star V. Star means what? Brother. So L is the brother of V. What is the gender of V? L is the brother of V, but is V the brother? Is V the brother or sister? Not known to us. So when you do not know about the gender of V, how can option 1 be correct? Option 1 is eliminated. You don't have to draw the family tree here. Are you able to follow? Similarly, when you look at option 4, see what happens. V is at the end. Look at the relationship plus D plus V. Plus means what? Father. D is the father of V. D is the father of V, but is V the son or daughter is not known to us. So basically gender of V is not known to us. But we very clearly want the gender of V to be a male person. We want V to be a male person, right? V should be the son, so gender has to be male. But here in option 4, gender is not known. So option 1 and 4 are directly eliminated if you go by that smart logic, right? Now look at option 2. I mean, since there are only 2 relations involved, it's very easy to draw the family tree for all the options. But when we can avoid, why not? So option 2, let's draw the family tree. What happens? V star N. Star means brother. V is the brother of N. V is the brother of N. N into means daughter. N is the daughter of D. N is the daughter of D. You getting it? Into is daughter. N is the daughter of D. So V is the brother of N. N is the daughter of D. So V's sister's parent. V's parent. But the question is V is the son of D. Which of the following expression means V is the son of D? Second option. See, D's daughter's brother. Your daughter's brother is your son. D's daughter, daughter's brother is son. So V is the son of D in option 2. Read the following information and answer the question basically, right? So it says P plus Q means P is the brother of Q. P plus Q means P is the brother of Q. P into Q means P is the father of Q. P minus Q means P is sister of Q, and P by Q means P is mother of Q. So basically plus means brother, into is father, minus here represents sister, and by divided by is mother. Okay, straight relations given there. Now, which of the following represents A is the uncle of C? In which of the following options you find that A is the uncle of C? Now, the best part is all 4 options have been given to us in terms of equations without any option which says none of these, right? So you can apply elimination method here even more confidently, right? If for the same question, let's say option E is given as none of this, then you have to be a little skeptical, or maybe you get skeptical when you apply the elimination method. But here we don't have to worry, right? Because this is not given to us. And then, you know, the question is actually that what is the approach by solving this example by using gender and generation gap? Now, I hope all of you have gone through our blood relations video and know this SMART method, right? How does it work? Let's see. See, we are trying to find out an option which represents A as the uncle of C. A should be the uncle of C. Now, what are the 2 things definite from this statement given here? A is the uncle of C. One definite point is that A has to be a male person because A is the uncle, right? A is uncle, right? So A has to be a male person. We cannot talk about the gender of C. Gender of C is not known to us. C can be male or female, right? See, A is the uncle of C may mean that C is the nephew of A or niece of A. Both are possible, right? C can be nephew or niece. Both the possibilities are there. Okay. The other point that we know is that A is the uncle. Means what? Try and focus on this. Uncle means A is 1 generation above C. So the generation gap between A and C is 1. You're getting it? A is the uncle of C. Your uncle is 1 generation above you, right? So these are the 2 things that we need to focus on. 1, that A should be a male person. 2, that the gender gap, generation gap between A and C is to be 1. So that's it. Gender of A has to be male. Generation gap has to be 1. Let's verify this from the options. Verify this using the options. Like for example, option A. I'm rewriting it here so that I can do the verification, right? A by X plus Y into C. Simple. Look at the first point, right? A by X. By means what? Mother, right? So clearly A by X means A is the mother of X. If A is the mother of X, A becomes female. Yes or no? A by X means what? A is the mother of X. The moment you know A is the mother of X, whatever be the relationship between A and C, generation gap between A and C, A is a female person and we know that A has to be male. So option 1 gets eliminated, right? Option 1 cannot be the answer. Because according to option 1, A is female. Look at option B. Q by A plus N plus C. Now here we actually don't have to worry about Q by A because that is not needed, right? We are trying to connect A with C. So Q is out of that, right? A with C can be directly connected. We don't even have to worry about Q. So look at the relationship between A to C. A plus N plus C. What is plus? Plus means brother. A plus N means A is the brother of N. Now brother of N meaning yes, A is a male person, right? A's gender is clear. A is a male person. But A is the brother of N means generation gap is 0. N is also the brother of C means generation gap is 0. The total generation gap between A and C is 0. Yes or no? A is the brother of N, N is the brother of C, means A is the brother of C, but we want A to be the uncle of C. So B also is eliminated. Option B is also eliminated. Look at option C now. Z by A plus P into R plus C. So again here, if you see, Z by A is of least importance because we have to connect A with C. We are trying to establish the relationship between A and C. So try to look for gender of A. A plus P. Plus means what? Brother. So clearly A is a male person. So the gender part is satisfied. A is a male person. Now look at the generation gap. Plus means what? Plus is brother. So generation gap is 0. Into means father. Generation gap is 1. And plus again is brother. So generation gap is 0. And overall the generation gap between A and C is how much? 0 plus 1 plus 0. How much is that? It is equal to 1. So the total generation gap between A and C is 1 and A is a male person. Both the conditions are satisfied or not? Yes. Option C satisfies both the conditions, that A is male and the generation gap between A and C is 1. Now just because the 2 conditions are satisfied does not mean that option C is the answer. You getting it? Don't say that option C is correct. We cannot say whether option C is right or not. what we can definitely say is A and B were wrong because there the conditions did not satisfy. See, the point that we're trying to make is, with male being the gender and generation gap being 1, there are multiple relationships possible, right? A can be uncle, A can be father, because even your father is a male person and generation gap is 1. A can be your father-in-law. Multiple relationships are possible. So whether C is right or wrong cannot be concluded here. Now there are two ways forward. Either draw the family tree for C and check if actually A is the uncle of C or not, or verify D. By any chance, if you are able to eliminate option D, then we are done. A, B and D get eliminated. So C definitely has to be the answer. So let's verify D. D says C plus X into Y minus A. Now one point to be noted here is, see, we are looking for the gender of A. If you look at the fourth option or option D, A is at the end. A is towards the end. So will you be able to establish the gender of A? No. We cannot find out the gender of A from option D, because option D has Y minus A. Minus means what? Sister. Y is the sister of A. Y is the sister of A means what? Is A the sister of Y or brother of Y? Both are possible. You're getting it? The only thing that can be concluded from option D is that Y is the sister of A, which means Y is female. But is A male or female? Not known to us. Both are possible. Which means we cannot comment on the gender of A. A can be male or female. Both are possible. And since the gender is not known to us, how can you find out the answer from this one? No. So D is also wrong. Option D also gets eliminated. Now simply because A, B and D have got eliminated, the only possibility is C. So we can now say that option C is the answer.